Hello, my name is Margaret from Blue Monkey Tea Company in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Welcome to Tea Saturday Live weekly program. Today, St. Patrick's Day special. I'm going to talk about St. Patrick's Day, Irish tradition. We're gonna learn a few Irish phrases, and of course, we're going to talk about tea, some Irish sweets, and also about how to make scones in a very, very easy way, and how Irish people like to take their scones and their tea. So stay tuned, stay comfortable, grab a cup of tea, hopefully Irish tea, and we're going to, hopefully all of us are going to enjoy it. And now, St. Patrick's Day, believe it or not, originally was actually a very religious, serious feast. It was like a party type. It was more more about like prayers, reflection, and St. Patrick was, I believe he was born in 4th century AD, long time ago. He was actually born in England, and he became a slave as a child. He was enslaved in Ireland. Wow. And apparently he got released somehow, but then decided to go back later in his life and to promote Christianity and actually Catholicism. And that was pretty interesting that he went back even though he was originally a slave there. Now we have interesting fact also. It's all about green, right? Irish green color, but originally St. Patrick and also his religious order, they were wearing color blue. It was sky blue. And somehow along the way, probably long after his death, which actually occurred on March 17th, it was changed into green. And they say it's because Ireland is very green. It's called Emerald Isle, and or Green Isle, and also because of the shamrock. Shamrock became a symbol of Irish and St. Patrick's Day. They say he actually taught about Holy Trinity by showing his students clover leaf, which is usually, it contains 3 leaves, right? 3, whatever you call it. And speaking of clover leaf, boy, I've learned a lot of maybe not very useful information, but I like to learn. I like to research. So apparently the odds of finding a 4 clover leaf are 1 in 10,000. So it's a mutation and it's very, very rare. Has anybody found clover with 4 leaves? I did. Oh, these are 3 clovers. 3-leaf clovers. Never mind. And so that's about St. Patrick. He's not even officially canonized, but of course he's saint patron of Ireland. Interestingly, St. Patrick's Day became more so like, party style, festive holiday here in U.S. There were a lot of Irish immigrants coming to U.S. and believe it or not, Pittsburgh apparently has the highest Irish heritage in America. How about that? It's we're like just a little bit of ahead of Boston. In Pittsburgh, it's 16.2%. In Boston, 16.1% population has Irish heritage. Philadelphia, third place, 14.2. Louisville, Kentucky, number 4, and Buffalo, New York, 11.23. Speaking of, how many people out there, how many of you have Irish in you? How many of you have Irish heritage? Okay, I'm not sure because I didn't do my DNA testing, but as you know, most of you know, I'm from Poland. I have not been to Ireland. I was in England a few times, but I haven't made it to Ireland. But I just discovered recently that I have possibly a relative from Poland who lives now in Cobb in Ireland, and we stay in touch, and we like to think that we are related. It's very interesting. Cobb, C-O-B-H, used to be called Queenstown, and that was where Titanic took off on its last unfortunate voyage. And they do have a Titanic museum there. There are several, mostly ladies from Cobb, that formed, it's called Cobb Animation Team, and they dress up in those old-fashioned clothes, and they participate in all sorts of events, and frequently they're like greet ships that come there, and it's very lovely. Check their Facebook page. It's called Cobb, C-O-B-H, Animation Team. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we talked about St. Patrick's Day, and like I said, it became more like a celebration of Irish in general among Irish people here in USA. And they were the ones that they started parades here. And the first ever St. Patrick's Day parade, was held in Boston in 1737. And then 25 years later in New York in 1762. They didn't even have St. Patrick's Day parades in Ireland. They actually started having them after we started having them here. Interesting. I want to show you some Irish phrases, and I studied that today, so I'm not fluent yet, but I thought it would be interesting. Irish language comes from Celtic, which was a mother language, and one of the branches of Celtic was Gaelic, and Gaelic language can be Gaelic Irish, Gaelic Scottish, and Gaelic Manx, M-A-N-X, which comes from language that was used on Island of Man. Study, study, study if you are interested. Okay, first phrase, are you guys ready? Conas ata tu. That means, how are you? Conas ata tu. Then if you want to say, I am well, you say, Taim goma. Taim goma. There's some letters that you don't pronounce. And of course, I know I'm not doing it perfectly, but there's a couple good videos on YouTube that you can learn. I'm sorry. What's wrong? Is it upside down? Or I'm moving it? Okay. Taim goma, or you could just say time goma. Time goma. I am well. Couldn't play video. Okay. Now, this is very important for all of us. Arwa latte. Arwa latte. Would you like tea? Arwa latte. Repeat. Arwa latte. Next. Thank you. Look how many words they used to just say thank you. And I guess you pronounce it gore mach egat. Gore mach egat. And that actually means may you have good things. So it's not just a simple thank you, but it's sort of like a blessing. Gore mach egat. That sounds like Hungarian. A little bit. And the last word, Irish word for today's class, slan. Easy. Slan. That means goodbye. But really it means be safe. So there's no simple goodbye. Goodbye means be safe. It's another blessing. We'll leave this until the end of this session. I'm going to say that to you. Maybe I should put here. Let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to pause for a minute because my gadget here stopped working. I don't see you guys, and I would like to see you. I'd like to see you. Couple of interesting St. Patrick's Day traditions that will bring you good luck. Would you like to hear? First, do a little dance. Whether you know how to dance Irish dance or not, just do a little dance. Another one is drowning of the shamrock. Usually it's done with whiskey, but you can also, why not, do this with tea. And basically what you do is you will put, let's do this one, shamrock, use the shamrock. You put in a cup, drink with tea or whiskey, you drink it, and then you throw the shamrock over your left shoulder. It has to be left shoulder, it's for good luck. They also recommend doing cross on your soda bread. Soda bread is a typical Irish, very simple bread that can be, I believe they use 4 ingredients, and it could be made with just a pan. That was a good thing for the times when people didn't have much and they had to make bread somehow. So they make a cross on that bread, and that cross serves to let the devil out. So that's for good luck. There'll be no devil in the bread. Of course, finding the 4-leaf clover. That's really good luck. And wearing green. And that's, like I said, the green reflects lush landscape. Because, like I said, Ireland is called Green Isle or Emerald Isle. It also is a color of the clover, and which was used by, supposedly by St. Patrick in his teaching of the Holy Trinity, 1, 2, 3. And leprechauns were not green originally. They just became green eventually, but they were wearing red outfits and red pointy hats, not like that. And but wearing green is good, because if you wear green, leprechauns are not going to see you, and they're not going to bother you. And another good luck thing is to pinch someone who's not wearing green. Thank goodness there's nobody here to pinch me. I mean, there is somebody, and I'm wearing green, so I'm safe. What else? Yep. Well, I guess we should really move to some teas, because it's a tea talk show. So I want to tell you a little bit about Irish teas. We have, okay, we got this. First off, I want to let you know, in case you didn't know, that Irish are not first, but second largest heaviest drinkers in the world per capita, after Turkish. Yeah, a lot of tea is drunk there. It all started pretty late in 1800s, when tea was actually imported to Ireland from England. So Irish depended on British for their tea originally. And tea was scarce, it was very expensive, therefore a lot of milk was used for tea. And sometimes as much as one-third of the cup. Also, tea had to be very strong to hold up to this milk and still taste like tea. Therefore, Irish teas are still blended in that way, and Irish tea drinking involves adding milk and sugar. Then, so what is actually Irish tea, or as some call it, Irish breakfast tea, made of? Generally, it's Assam. It's a strong Indian tea. It has very full body and strong taste, also with malty notes. And then the other tea that's used in Irish blends is Ceylon. I don't know where's my Ceylon. I know it's here somewhere. If not, can you bring me a jar, please? Okay, one more time. Irish tea is generally a blend of Assam, tea from India, and also Ceylon tea, but mostly Assam, because Assam is what's giving it this strong taste, depth, and that kind of interesting, kind of malty, heavy aroma. And so we have Assam and Ceylon. Often, actually, most of the companies that we get teas from now these days use also African teas in their blend from Kenya. I'm showing you tea from Kenya called Milima, but it doesn't have to be this one. So now, interestingly, in Ireland, folks usually don't use term Irish breakfast. They just call their tea Irish tea. And there's several different recipes. And originally, like I told you, the tea in Ireland was from British, which probably was mostly Assam, because British had, their colonies in India, and they were importing quite a bit of Assam tea. Now, I'll move on in a couple seconds to discuss particular brands of Irish tea that we sell, and I will explain in a little more detail what are those teas made of. My hat is in the way, but I just wanted to look festive today. Green. I wanted to look green, Irish, and St. Patrick like. I will. Okay. Oh, also teas, especially teas in tea bags, they are broken. They make their teas from broken leaves, and what happens, this allows tea to steep faster and stronger too. Of course, there won't be much of the nuances and, particular notes, undertones like in other various loose leaf teas, but basically it's going to be that strong, hopefully smooth cuppa, and that will take milk well. What happened to my tablet? I can't see my people. I was asking people, is anybody there of Irish heritage? I'm pretty sure somebody there is, because like I mentioned earlier, Pittsburgh has the highest in USA Irish heritage percentage. And this okay, let's talk about berries. Berries, Barry tea. We carry three. We carry Berries Gold, Irish Breakfast. They still call it just for marketing purpose, and we also carry decaf. And Berries Gold is fairly smooth and rich. Like I said, now berries, they use teas from Kenya and India, but more so, there's a lot more of that Assam from India in those teas than it is from Kenya. They have slightly different proportions. That's why those teas will taste different. Speaking of this tea, interestingly, it was featured in St. Patrick's Day episode of The Simpsons. St. Patrick's Day episode of The Simpsons. This company was founded in 1901 in Cork, and by James J. Barry, and it's been pretty much the national brand in Ireland. Apparently close to 40% of households use this brand, and I have it too, so you guys can come here or you can shop online if you want to see what that Irish tea tastes like, or if there's any people from Ireland and you guys miss this tea, you can buy it here in Pittsburgh, or you can go to www.bluemonkeytea.com. You can find information here on Facebook and Instagram. Irish Breakfast is also, formerly this tea was called Green Label. Some people say it's even lighter than Gold Blend, but I myself find it actually tasting a little stronger. And they're just different, you know. All these teas, including this decaf, they're gonna be nice and strong. I mean, there's no doubt about it, and full-bodied. And believe it or not, if I don't have this tea at home, because by the time I get home, it's too late for me to drink regular caffeinated tea. But this tea tastes just like regular tea. If someone gave it to me, brewed this tea for me, and didn't tell me it was decaf, I would not even know. And we do sell a lot of this. A lot of our customers love this tea. Now the other brand, Irish tea that we sell, is called Bewley's. It's a company called Bewley's, and they were established in 1840. It says right here on the box, by Charles Bewley, and there was some other family members involved. They actually, first tea that they brought to Ireland in an amount of 2,000 chests was tea from China. And their original name was China Tea Company. In not sure when, but they established a famous cafe in Dublin called on Grafton Street. Bewley's Cafe on Grafton Street. By the way, Bewley's also sells coffees, and we do have actually decaf instant coffee from Bewley's. And Bewley's uses Assam from India, and they also use two African teas from two African countries, from Rwanda and from Kenya. By the way, we do sell Rwanda tea here too. There's we also sell loose leaf tea blend, actually called Irish Breakfast, and this tea will have, as I told you, is going to be mostly Assam, and it has a little bit of African teas, and I believe there's some Ceylon tea in it. Yes, it is very rich, very strong. I love it without milk. I usually don't drink tea with milk, but it also, of course, it is excellent with added milk too. We have also interesting tea that we get only around this time of the year. It's called Irish Ice, and this is a blend of green tea, cornflower petals. I believe it has like, actually I have a cup of this tea brewed here. Usually it's more green than this, depending on how many of these green candies are in it. But it's, regardless, it's almost emerald looking. And yes, it has like slight chocolatey kind of caramely taste. It's very, very yummy. So we don't have too much. We have limited quantity because we only get this tea for St. Patrick's. And like I said, it's a green tea. It has kind of caramely chocolatey flavor, and it has cute little shamrocks in it too. Maybe you can show it close from here. Okay, other things that we sell around this time. No, this we sell all year round. This is called shamrock shortbread, and delicious. There's very few ingredients in it. I put them on the website, but unfortunately we don't ship from the website. Like, we ship everything and all the teas and gadgets, and it's only $5 shipping. But because we have very limited quantity, we just sell them here in the store. Sorry guys. Well, if you call and we have it in stock, we can probably ship it to you, but it's a little late now. St. Patrick's is in 7 days. Ingredients: wheat flour, butter, sugar, corn flour, full cream milk powder, salt, raising agent, sodium bicarbonate, soda, baking soda. Very, very pure, very yummy. And then we have Irish potatoes. Yeah, these are real potatoes, straight from Ireland. No. If you ever had those, you probably know these are candy made with coconut paste. So they're like little coconut balls, and they're covered in powdered cocoa. Also super good. There we go. Irish potatoes. Now let's get busy. I'm moving on to, speaking of teas, we also sell loose leaf, berries loose leaf, because these are tea bags. These were tea bags, and we sell loose leaf as well. Teas move over. Now I'm going to show you how to make scones, and these are actually Irish scones. We sell this product here. It's Hogan's Irish scone mix. Just add water and bake, and seriously, it is this easy. We have all you need is a box of mix and water. And I'm actually going to do a live demo to show you how to make those. There are many other recipes, of course, out there, but I thought this is so easy, everyone can do it. So let's get a bowl. Cooking show! Woohoo! Cooking show, making noise. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a second because I have a couple comments. John Taylor says that he has 2 industrial-sized bags of loose-leaf Bewley's tea at work, their Irish breakfast, and their chai blends. The cafeteria made an error and ordered the leaf and not the bags for work, and since they knew I was a loose-leaf tea drinker, gifted me both. Yet another way the universe feels I should drink more tea. Maybe you had a luck of the Irish. Remember to wear green, so the leprechauns won't pinch you. To put a shamrock in your cup of tea or whiskey, and then after you're done, throw the shamrock over your left shoulder, and a couple of other things that I was talking about earlier. And Heather is asking, do you carry Lion's brand? I know it's really good, and it's also probably second most popular after berries, but we don't. We could special order it for you, so if you give us a call or just send email to 100teacups@gmail.com. 100teacups@gmail.com. Evelyn says, what chocolate would be good with berry? It's a strong dark tea. Definitely, I would probably offset this with milk chocolate. Yeah, we just had a chocolate and tea pairing class a few weeks ago. I hope you guys still remember something. Okay, let's open this pouch with the scone mix. I should probably have an apron now. And we're going to empty it. Is it close enough to the camera? Oop. Okay. All we have to do is just add water. And I wish I had a bigger spoon, like a mixing spoon, but I can do it just with a regular tablespoon. So all I'm doing is just blending these 2 ingredients together until it gets solid in the form of the cake batter, just like that. Okay, and it's going to be pretty sticky. So at this point, we're going to, I forgot one item. I need flour. It's in a little container in my purple bag. Okay, so having fun yet? I'm making scones, guys. I'm making scones from this easy to make, very easy to make Irish scone mix, Hogan's Irish scone mix. They are, I think they're $7.99, but you get quite a few scones, and they're very easy to make. So then you empty it on, actually I can do it now. Empty it on some kind of board or, you know, whatever, countertop. And then all you have to do is just mix it up like that. And can you open it? No, this... Okay, my assistant here is pulling jokes and I can't even touch it. He brought me flour because of my pronunciation. Flour. Okay, let's just have a little bit of flour here. And to make it a little more solid. There we go. Doesn't have to be, I mean, this is still little, like I said, we can adjust that. I just added a little bit of flour. But generally it works really well just with the mix and water. I would probably add a little less than whatever that was recommended. They're very easy. Their instruction right here. So 8 ounces. I think we got more water. That's what happened. But anyway, just like this. Let's add a little bit more. Generally, scone recipe is very easy. I think all you need is a flour, baking soda, water, maybe some butter. But this one you totally don't need anything. Just I think Victoria gave me too much water, so I'm gonna add some more flour. There we go. Now it starts looking more like it's supposed to. And then you literally, look what I'm doing. You just kind of thin it out with your fingers to like about 3/4 inch thickness. Of course, I don't have a sink here, so I cannot rinse out my fingers right now. But that's it. Make it a little thinner. I say about 3/4 to maybe 1/2 inch. And then you can, I usually have a cookie cutter, but I can't find it right now. It's here somewhere. But hey, you can use anything like this, cup, a mug, but not too big. And then all you have to do, cut them. Don't turn, because if you turn, it's not gonna rise evenly. You're not supposed to turn. There we go. Cookie cutter probably would work better, but I know many of you may not have cookie cutters, so just like that. You get about 10, 12 scones like that. They don't have to be perfect, and you're not supposed to like really work the dough. Like just mix it up with water, and like as long as you can, like, you know, make some kind of little pie out of it. And then let me just clean my hands, so I will be more presentable. Victoria brought a little cloth here. Yeah, if I had a nice show kitchen like all these cooks on television, that would be really nice. But I'm just doing what I can here. Okay, and we have paper towel. Irish. For those of you who joined late, if you rewind and watch this episode again, I had a little class on Irish phrases before, and I can't remember any of them. I would have to look. Okay, now let's take a baking sheet. You put slightly grease. I actually picked up this Irish butter, believe it or not. They have this at Aldi's. Aldi should pay me for this. So you butter or grease with oil or spray and just place your scones. You can make these scones in triangles too, if you like. You just have to cut them kind of like an envelope shape. Spread them and bake for 15 minutes. That's all. Okay. This one needs flour. But you kind of get an idea. They don't, like I said, they don't have to be perfect. They're gonna be delicious no matter what. There you go. And let's use a little more flour. And then whatever is left, you can still roll another pie like that. You can probably get another two from that. Okay. Now I don't have, well, I still have room here. You can even use those leftovers. You can make some funny shape. We can even make shamrock shape out of it. But we'll just leave that here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. I got 12 scones. And then for those to look pretty shiny and brown after they're baked, all we need is a little bit. Can I have milk and whipped cream? So all you would have to do, either like brush it with egg, like, you know, whisked egg, or just with milk. And now, do you think I'm gonna be baking them and make you wait? No. I already have them baked. It's very quick. Oh, speaking of the cup, this is a really cute cup I use for cutting. It's in Japanese, but for some reason they placed shamrocks. For some of them are fork over shamrocks, and it says in English and in Japanese, 10 ways for health. Less meat, more vegetables. Less salt, more vinegar. Fewer sweets, more fruits. Smaller portions, more chewing. Less drinking, stop smoking. Fewer words, more action. Less greed, more giving. Less worries, more sleep. Less cars, more walking. Less anger, more laughing. Isn't it cute? And it has Japanese, it has shamrocks on it. How appropriate for St. Patrick's. I'm gonna clean my hands a little bit. Okay, so we basically have a little bit of milk. I have just a tiny little bit of milk here. So all you have to do is just brush them like this. A little bit. Oh, the oven temperature has to be 450. It's pretty high. Oh, before you do that, whoops, I forgot. Very important thing. You have to let them rise for 15 minutes. You're going to wait 15 minutes before placing them in the oven. So let's go over this one more time. All you do is mix 8 ounces of water, which is basically 1 cup. You mix it up, and then you create a dough. And you work it just a little bit, not too much. If it's too runny, just add a little flour, so keep flour on the side. Then you cut circles, or you can make triangles or shamrocks or whatever shape you like. Just don't turn the cutter, the cookie cutter, or the cup, because it's best to for even rising, not to do that turn. Then you place scones on lightly greased baking sheet like this. Put some milk or whisked egg on them, and then you have to wait. Very important. Wait. I think I might even wait first before spreading that. Brushing them with that's the word. Because I think they would rise better before you brush them with milk or egg. You can also add all sorts of things to your scones, like blueberries, cranberries, chocolate chips, right? Okay, so this is going to oven for 15 minutes. Basically, they have to become brown and shiny. And let me show you how to serve them. So I already have them here, pre-made. I wish I could just wash my hands better. Can I have a little bit of water here? Next year, I promise I'll do it better. Hi guys again. Welcome everyone. Thank you for watching my Irish St. Patrick tea and cooking show. For real. It's a reality show. But Margaret has to clean herself. I wish I had a sink here. Sorry, making noise again. We should have some Irish music. Hey Google, play some Irish music. She's thinking.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Maybe I should say it in Irish. Hey Google, play Irish music.
It's all going over the Wi-Fi at the same time.
We have too much Wi-Fi going on here. Okay, next time, promise we'll have some music. Well, actually, when we edit this video, we're definitely going to.
There was a glitch. Try again in a few seconds.
No, thank you. Okay, I got all cleaned up, decent, presentable. So let's have some scones. So once they're baked, you cut them in half like this, slice them. These were baked yesterday. You can microwave them, warm them up in microwave. They also store very well in a refrigerator, or if you can store them in the freezer. And like I said, just pop them in the microwave for a few minutes, warm them up. They become more nice, warm, and soft. And then something is making noise here. Let's cut this one. And I've learned, usually in England, they'll use clotted cream and jam, but in Ireland, they'll use cream. Cream, yeah. So let's whip some cream here. This is clotted cream. This is what they would use in England with scones. Okay, we have that too. Clotted cream is sort of like a cross between butter and cream. Now, apparently in Ireland, they like something lighter. Let's see if I can do that with my whisk. What's making that noise? I'm sorry. So this will take too long. Let's do something else. Ha! I have this. I have my mixer. My blender. And let's hook it up. Okay. Thanks for being patient. It's gonna be delicious. Okay. It's not gonna work. I have to put this one first. They make them so complicated. But you can definitely, or also you can use a frother. Okay. This is used to make like, can you show please? Aha! Making it cream. assistance to do that. A lot of splashing going on. It's still a little watery, but you get an idea. Okay, so we have whipped cream, which is not exactly what I wanted it to be. But it will be, you know how to make whipped cream, or you could use, if you like it sweet, I would just use the Cool Whip, you know, Cool Whip. So, but generally it would be cream whipped. Can you do it behind the scenes and make it a little better while I'm still talking? Without, like, move. My kitchen assistant. Heavy whipping cream. It should whip. So let's just go over stuff that I discussed today. It was pre-St. Patrick's Day special because in 7 days, on 7 days? No, more than that. In 11 days, we're going to have St. Patrick's Day. No, not 11 days. Yeah, 11 days. But I'm thinking I was going to do this next Saturday, but I thought, oh, it's a little too close to St. Patrick's. But I didn't realize that actually it falls in the middle of the week. So I told you about the St. Patrick's Day tradition, where it originated, and about St. Patrick himself, who was born in 4th century, originally in England, but he ended up being a priest and then bishop in Catholic in Ireland, and about originally color blue as his colors, sky blue, and of the order, his religious order, that eventually somehow, probably after his death, became green, because there's a lot of green in Ireland. And even leprechauns, originally they were wearing red color, and then for some reason they changed into green. And we were wearing green. I'm wearing green. And I told you about Irish tea drinking, about some Irish teas that we sell here, and that those teas actually are found in a lot of households in Ireland, and I guess at work. About shamrock cookies, very simple recipe and a lot of butter. I told you about the Irish potatoes, which actually just have a funny name, but they are basically beautiful coconut candy, little balls, fluffy, covered in chocolate cocoa powder. And then I'm using the scone mix, which we also sell here. Those products are actually not available online. I think you have to call and see if we have them in stock, because they come. This we sell all year round. They make, like I said, very easy scones, which I just demonstrated. And in Ireland, they're going to use. I wish I had a spoon still here. I have some kind of little spoon, which is okay. So it's going to be whipped cream, and jam. We have jam. We sell these here. This is not Irish. You can also have scones with lemon curd. So here's a little bit of jam. This particular one is blackcurrant, and then it should be, the whipped cream should be a little more puffy. I think since we're doing sweet scones, I would go probably even easier way, just use a Cool Whip or even the one in spray. Hoo hoo hoo, here's my scone. Mmm. Mmm. Now I need some tea. Very good. Delicious. I think this is all for today. Here's Margaret, your messy cook. Hope you will enjoy making scones at home. Like there's a lot of recipes. They're all very simple. There's just 4 or 5 ingredients. But I use this scone mix with just added water. And it's not, like I said, it wasn't perfect, but oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm actually going to eat it. Ha! Come on down, have some with me. Thank you. I'm gonna say slan. Slan means goodbye. Until next week. Until next Saturday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye, guys.